All right, Brother Eric. Brother
Yes,
Eric
sir.
Hackley, #1.
Yes, sir. You definitely spoke up to what Miss Wyatt Draper has said. You know what to expect. She said that we would expect something great, and you delivered.
Bless you, Eric. Thank you so much. People have been so wonderful here. I think we have, as Dr. King used to say, a movement here in Fort Wayne. And of course, everything starts, as we talked before, with the opinion shapers, with the leaders, with people such as yourself who are communicating with a vast audience. And that's really how movements start. And so we're delighted to be a part of it today.
You know, one thing I'm most curious about is the fact that you deal with apathy and indifference all the time. Why don't you ever get discouraged? How have you become adjusted to that?
Well, I think, again, when we understand history, all of those who have fought in this struggle understand that sometimes you have to start small, and really you start with just a few people, and then you begin to shape and to mold a public opinion and opinion in the community. And so, we can't afford to be discouraged, is my point. When we look at where we've come through as a people and where we are now and the critical nature of where we are now as a people, looking at the incarceration rate, the inequities in school funding, when you look at the lack of health care, when you look at the cultural crisis in the black community, we can't afford to be discouraged.
So, since the auditorium here wasn't jam-packed, you still feel that we here in Fort Wayne are not spinning our wheels?
Oh, absolutely not. I think that there was great energy in this room. There is great energy in this room. We're getting ready to leave here now and go over to the Rib Fest and talk with the people, because you use every opportunity to lift the consciousness of people. And I think that, for example, your television show, that means that it was not just the people here in this room, but it's all of your listeners. And so the audience is vast and the potential is great. And of course, I think this is a great moment in history, to use the energy of going through a national election for all of us to begin to organize locally and collect nationally.
Last question here. To your knowledge, have you seen any other group besides us in Fort Wayne that wanted to disassemble William Lynch?
Well, there's a lot of talk in Chicago about the Willie Lynch letter. I participated on several panels, and I think that even those who don't know formally of the whole Willie Lynch letter and the strategy of dividing slaves, all of us feel the effects of it. And so I bet that the education that you do in the community, you don't have any problem immediately connecting with people, because everybody knows that as a legacy of slavery, we have come into this sort of internal division, light skin, dark skin. For example, my family, my wife is about your complexion. And we got 4 kids. 2 of them kind of take after her, a girl and a boy, and 2 of them kind of take after me, a girl and a boy. So we call our family the Rainbow Family. I mean, the point is we're one people, and the forging of that oneness began at the kidnap, was forged in the slave ship, forged through our experience in bondage and discrimination in this country. We're one people, we're one family, and we don't get caught up on for example, Clarence Thomas. You can't get any blacker than that on the outside, and you can't get any more dangerous than that on the inside. And so we can't afford to be divided. That's my point.
Okay, last question here. What do you want to say to people who weren't here about what they have missed here?
You missed it. Go ahead.
And what I need to be, hear from, just like you kept stressing the point of becoming connected out with sources outside of Fort Wayne and not just being stagnated here in Allen County.
Yeah, an important point, Eric, and I appreciate you for bringing that back up. When I lived in Boston briefly in '99, and I mentioned that my daughter's out there now, well, she's home now, that there's a different sense of tension of being black when we're this distinct minority in a metro area like Fort Wayne. And so I think the people that did not come, of course, missed a great opportunity to understand that whether they know it or not, they're connected to this large family, and that all of our experiences are similar everywhere we go. That's why I didn't have to know you personally before meeting you. We've had similar experience. We've had the same experience in this country. And so they missed an opportunity to understand that Fort Wayne is just one branch of the family, and that their strength and their hopes and their aspirations are connected to all of the rest of our people around the country, and indeed the black diaspora throughout the world.
Reverend Hatch, thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric.
Okay.
Congratulations. Happy Juneteenth.
Thank you.